Yeah, and the reason is because there's a texture to the adhesive. And what you're doing is, think of the adhesive as butter on the refrigerator. The colder the butter is, the harder it is to spread it on a slice of white bread, right? And if you warm the butter up, it's real easy to spread it, and if it goes too hot, it melts into a liquid. So the adhesive is the same way. So ideally, when the roller is warm, the adhesive is warm. When the adhesive is warm, it's soft, and the roller can then press all the air out when you're laminating. So they have a control tab. It has almost like squares on the back of the release line. You see that? Okay, that's simply so that it doesn't, so it's called repositionable. So you can take it on and off until you press real hard. Well, not as drastic, but the laminate has that type of a texture to it. So you have two different types of release liners. You have a clear release liner and you have a thick release liner. So all your clear release liners are usually going to be your high performance cast iron. And the reason it has clear release liners is it's so freaking smooth. And paper release liners, when you get into a real cheap release liner, the release liner has a texture. The texture is transferred to the adhesive, and that's what we're trying to get out when we apply the heat. Really technical there. That's what it's about. Okay? Okay, so I would have to tell you with the video that private use only, right? You can't pop that out on the website or anything.
Okay.
All right, so are we good with zone 1? Okay, zone number 2 is going to be the height of the roller. Maximum height of the roller is going to be 2 inches. 2 inches does not mean we can feed a 2-inch panel through there. It simply means that we are opening the rollers up wide enough so that we don't get pinched anymore. So safety-wise, when we're loading the machine and when it's in the rest position, the rollers are all the way up. Number 1 reason to get pinched is cleaning the rollers with the rollers closed. Okay, so we always clean the rollers open. Very important. And that way there, when you spin the roller, you're not getting pinched anywhere in here when you clean the roller. Okay? Clean the roller. How do we clean the roller? What do we use?
Alcohol.
Alcohol, 70% or higher with a microfiber cloth. Okay, now, this is pretty easy here. Up arrow raises the roller. Red down arrow lowers the roller. When I hold the down arrow, roller's going to close. It's also going to give me a decimal equivalent readout, which is an inch, inch and a half, inch and 3/8, quarter inch, 3/8, all the way down to 0. So when it gets to 0, it's going to give us pressure lights. 1, 2, and 3 are going to be green. 4 is going to be amber. 5 is going to be red. 5 will be maximum. That's the maximum amount that you can apply. And so under normal lamination, laminating the adhesive back line, we're going to be at pressure number 2. And you'll see that as I go to 0, rollers are going to close, and you're going to hear it change to pinch, and then we go under pressure. And I can go up or down from there depending on what you want. Now, normal question is when do I use pressure number 5? And that's for second surface mounting to acrylic. That would be a much better machine to mount to acrylic with, simply because you need a really, really lot of pressure when you mount to acrylic. And I think because that's hand applied, you can really shot down onto your panel. And this one here is going to stop at a certain point, just so you don't bend the roller. Okay? Always remember to have a leader in. You do not want to have the roller at 0 and then try to feed in 3/16 plexiglass. The edge of the panel will bite into the roller. So you bring the roller down onto a leader and then follow your good panel in the back of that. Okay? If it's 2 types of substrates, soft and hard. Soft crushes and hard doesn't. So if you're using a soft panel, chloroplethor foam board,
What's the maximum
It's
thickness you put in there?
maximum thickness?
Half inch?
What was the what's the answer to that? What do we start off at?
2 inches.
2 inches?
No, I meant substrate.
Yeah?
You can put up to 2-inch substrate in
Yes.
there? Really?
It's for flatbeds.
I just think you're lifting it up just for cleaning purposes.
No, but the roller's open, so as long as you can fit something in there, you can mount to it.
Okay.
Okay? And again, 2 types of panels. One's foam, and the machine really doesn't know that you have foam in there. So you have to kind of feel it so you have no movement left or right, and so that the roller bites into it. And the other one is a hard substrate, like aluminum, plexiglass, glass, anything that's non-crushable, and then you're gonna use your pressure reading. Okay, so you're gonna close the roller down, and that will automatically go to 5 and stop. Got it? And then back open.
So you say number 2 is for normal pressure now?
Correct.
The 4 and 5 you would use for this surface mounting?
Well, okay, so, since there's so many different applications for this machine, one of the ones that you would use high pressure, and I keep asking about flatbed printers because they're so common. Now, there's only one type of flatbed printer, that's called a UV flatbed. So there's no like the equal solid flatbed. UV, and now they have latex flatbed. And so the real difference is that when you close your eyes and you feel the panel, could you feel the ink? So if I was using a flatbed UV printer and I printed the letter O, I'd be able to tell the center of the letter and the edge. You'd feel it out with your finger. Without going down to 3, 4, and 5, you wouldn't be able to press the silicone into the center of the letter. Okay. And the center of the letter, you need to clear it up just like you did the letter itself. So they call that hill and valley. The hill is the letter, the valley is the center of the letter, the O part. And unless you use, so you're either going to skim over the top, or you're going to apply a lot of pressure to push it in. So flatbed printing, it has taken over, and it's also eliminating adhesive back vinyl to a certain point. But there's also another laminator besides the film laminator. They would tell you that if you print with UV, you laminate with UV. And UV is basically, you're familiar with nail polish that dries with a light, right? That's UV cure. So there's laminators out there that we run a liquid on here, and it coats the board with a liquid, and then back here there's a UV light, dries it. And they got all different colors. So if you had a black piece of Sintra and we had white coating, we would coat the white. The board would go in black and would come out white, and then you print on it. So what it is saving the printer the white ink. So if you're doing Coca-Cola red, we could put you take a black board, and so you're not using, you could change the color of the coating according to the job. You could specifically pick Coca-Cola red and coat the board Coca-Cola red and then turn white instead of all that red. Okay, so there's a lot of different technologies out there that come into play. Like I said, this laminator, nearest I can figure, does about 37 different applications. And we're only touching base on maybe 5. A lot of different things. Okay, so that brings us up to zone 3. Are we good on zone 1 and 2?